welcome back to my channel. First of all, I can't believe I've got 50k subscribers. Wow, thank you for hitting the subscribe button, watching my video, all your lovely comments. I really appreciate it. I'll be loving y'all some real G's. Thank you guys so much. Those of you who are yet to subscribe, y'all better get it together, and hit that subscribe button. Okay. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing a story of the one time I almost had sex. I don't think I've ever actually told anyone. No, I'm lying. I actually told maybe 1 or 2 people. The reason why it's kind of a thing for me is because your girl is celibate out here. Been celibate for 14 years now. Other than when I initially told my baby daddy that I didn't want to have sex anymore and he was still trying to have sex with me or whatever. This story is the only time where I almost had sex with someone while I've been celibate. That wasn't my daughter's father. Okay? I've had quite a few of you asking me questions like, how do you deal with temptation, deal with lust, all these kind of things that might come up while you're celibate. Well, this story time is actually going to touch on that as well. I'm going to be giving you guys some tips from what I learned from that situation at the end. So let's talk about it, okay? What had happened was, at the time that this happened, it had been quite a few years since I'd been celibate. No longer with my daughter's dad. I'd been single and celibate for quite a few years. Can't remember the exact amount of years, but it was definitely more than 3 years. I was focusing on myself, focusing on my daughter as a single mom, just living my life, getting myself together, going to church, doing my own thing. I wasn't looking to be in a relationship with anyone, just doing me. The church that I was going to, I'd been going to for a few years, and I noticed that this particular guy started coming to the church. I didn't know who he was, never met him before. Apparently, he had recently come out of jail, and he was now coming to church. I met him, I saw him a few times doing services and stuff. Got on really well. He was very funny, chatty. We kind of just clicked in that sense. When I wasn't driving, he would drop me home from church, he would pick me up to go to church. We were friends, and we were attending the same church. During this whole time that our friendship was developing, I did not fancy him in any way, shape or form. I genuinely just saw him as a friend, but there were certain things that he was doing that kind of was alluding to maybe him liking me. I didn't really look into it that deeply. Other people in church were starting to say certain things, make certain comments, and I'd be like, no, like there's nothing going on here, like we're just friends. Just a friend. His behavior and things that he was doing was kind of making me think maybe this guy actually likes me. He would always come over to my house. We'd just be watching TV, just chilling, busting jokes. He was coming over so regularly to the point where even my neighbor downstairs was like, Amina, who is that? Who's that guy that just keeps coming to your house? Who's that? I see his car outside your house all the time. Who is he? Is that your boyfriend? Is that your boyfriend? You got a boyfriend now, Amina? You got a boyfriend now? Who is he? Tell me about him. And I'll be like, we're just friends. We're just friends, love. We're just friends. He's not my boyfriend. I don't have a boyfriend. We're just friends, you know? Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give this guy a name. He used to always dye his hair jet black. I'm gonna call him Jet. So while me and Jet's friendship is just continuing, his relationship with God is also growing as well, which is something that I noticed. Obviously, we went to the same church. He was being more active in church, doing loads of things that for me showed that he's really growing in his relationship with God. So that was like another thing that we had in common. We both valued our relationships with God. We were both on a journey of just being closer to God and living our lives to please God the best way that we can. Months are now going by. We have developed a close friendship. Certain things that he would say to me on the phone that kind of reiterated the fact that maybe this guy does like me. Although I was entertaining him as a friend, the physical attraction just wasn't there for me. That situation actually made me realize 110% that for me, I really cannot get with someone that I don't find physically attractive. I know I've had this conversation with you guys that follow me on Instagram about physical attraction. You could be the best person, have a great personality, we can get on so well, you can be such an amazing guy, treat me so well. If there's no physical attraction, if I don't find you physically attractive, there's nothing more that you can do that can get me to like you in that way. Period. And that's literally the dynamics of what was happening between me and Jet. So there's one particular evening that Jet is at my house, just chilling, watching TV, busting jokes. We're both in the living room on the sofa. I'm like lying down on the sofa. He's sitting at the end of the sofa. How Jet managed to decide to now lie down behind me on the sofa, The police is even coming to come and interrogate me as to how it happened. I don't even know. I'm lying on the sofa. He was sitting at the end of the sofa. All of a sudden, he's now lying down with me, spooning me on the sofa.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Knowing you're just like in the moment of things and you don't really have time to process what exactly is happening. You're just kind of going with the flow. It's kind of awkward and you don't know what to say. And you're like, okay, yeah. Spooning on the sofa. Then I realized that he's starting to get a little bit touchy-feely. And I'm thinking to myself, what are you doing, mate? What are you doing?
This is what I'm doing. I'm here to enjoy myself.
I was kind of like shocked, but also not really knowing how to react or what to say or what to do. And what's going on, like, you get me? As I was kind of trying to process what was going on, he then all of a sudden got up from behind me. For that split moment, I was like, it's okay, it's okay! Yes, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Whew. God has given me a way out of the temptation, just like he said he would. He got up, and then as he was getting up, he lifted me up. He carried my whole body into the air like this. I was just very confused. Okay, so I'm now in the air in this man's arms, and he is walking towards my bedroom. Oh my God. I was literally just there like one tilapia in his arms that he's carrying home to go and cook. He's carried me to my bedroom, flung me onto my bed, climbed on top of me, removed my knickers, trying to kiss me and stuff. Even though a part of me was aroused by the fact that I could feel his penis in my vaginal area, I didn't actually fancy him to kiss him. I just didn't want to kiss him. So I'm lying there, legs wide open. He's trying to insert his willy into me fanny, and I just realized that my fanny's closed. My fanny's closed. Yeah, my fanny refused to open. My fanny refused to open. It was not letting the willy inside. My fanny said,
we're closed for business today, love. The shutters are down. We're not accepting any more customers. It's 6 o'clock. Last customers have already left. We don't have any more customers coming in. I'm sorry. We're done.
My fanny just wasn't opening. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean?
These times, he's like fully like that. He's ready to go, but nothing is happening. He started saying, oh shit, oh shit. He was kind of maybe getting frustrated that it's just not going anywhere. At that moment, I finally managed to actually open my mouth and speak. And I was like, I swear you've got baptism tomorrow. As soon as I said that, he literally froze, jumped up off the bed, off me, and started rushing to put his clothes on. Oh shit, gotta go, I've gotta go. Panicking, like as if he just got caught cheating or something. All over the place, rushing to put his clothes on, and he just left. What the hell just happened? What just happened here? Boy, I even looked down at my vagina. I was like, sis, you held it down, B. Sis, you held it down. If I could spud my vagina in that moment, I would have spud my vagina, to be honest with you. Yes, my G. Yes, my G. Don't know, out here, celibate and that. We celibate out here, bruv. No penises up in here without a ring, bruv. You get me? Down at my vagina, I was like, sis, you held it down. You held it down, sis. You held it down. You held it down. You held it down. You held it down. I knew you had my back, sis. You had my back. Ain't nobody got my back like you, man. You held it down, sis. You ain't let that penis in. You held it down. You put up that wall, sis. And you was like, nope, 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 nope. Mind you, if it was someone that I actually fancied and someone that I was actually physically attracted to, this could be a whole different story time, to be honest. I just know if I don't find you physically attractive, if I don't look at you and think, yeah, even my vagina says no. It's just the way I'm built. I can't force it. As much as what he was doing was arousing, obviously when you do certain things, yeah, you're gonna be aroused. Just how the body kind of works, isn't it? You get me? But the fact that my fanny just didn't want to like let him in, it just kind of further just made me realize that I've got to like ya. Like, I've got to fancy ya. I've got to think you're buff. I've got to think you're pink for you to even get in there. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean?
And also the fact that in the back of my mind, I knew that, you know, I'm celibate. This is my first time experiencing anything close to sex in like how many years. And I know that this is something I shouldn't be doing. We both knew that this is something that we shouldn't be doing. Obviously, when you get into the heat of the moment, it's hard to kind of break away. And I just thank God that it came to my mind that he was getting baptized the next day. It came to my mind to say that to him. I swear you're getting baptized tomorrow. And he immediately, without hesitation, just jumped up. The energy that he had to lift me up and bring me to my room and throw me on the bed, that energy was 10 times more when he was getting ready to leave. I think he kind of came to his senses and realized that, what the hell am I doing right now? And I'm so glad that he actually came to his senses in that moment. I feel like if he didn't take his relationship with God seriously, despite being in the heat of the moment and allowing his flesh to get the better of him, he was still able to adjust his behavior and adjust his actions straight away. Getting baptized the next day was a reminder to him that he's actually on a journey of being closer to God and living for God and doing things God's way. All of that kind of came rushing back to his mind, and it overpowered his fleshly desire to have sex with me and to get a nut.
See, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite.
After that night, we would see each other at church and say hi. There was no way that we could be friends in the same way again, and we never actually ever spoke about it. So I know that some of you have asked me to do a video specifically talking about temptation, lust, how to avoid certain situations while you're celibate. And I think this story highlights so many things that I've kind of mentioned before when people have DM'd me or asked me this question. One of the things that I can definitely take away from this story is that both of us were actually genuinely serious about our walks with God and our relationships with God. Although I was the person that he was trying to have sex with, I was part of the temptation. I was also the person that was holding him accountable for his actions as well. Obviously, the best thing that could have happened was to not have had him round at my house in the night alone, where the opportunity to do something was very much available in the first place. I think I was very naive. For me, we were just purely friends and nothing could ever happen. He'd been to my house so many different times and nothing ever happened, so why would this particular moment be any different? For him, knowing that he did like me and he did fancy me, on his part, he probably shouldn't have brought himself over to my house where he could be tempted.
You know what I came to do. You know what I came to do.
Going back to the fact that both of us had our own personal relationships with God, I think that if we were in a relationship, I think that's also really important. When the person that you're dating or the person that you're in a relationship with is on the same page as you in terms of your beliefs, you can actually be accountable to each other and you can actually help each other. Jet also wanted to be celibate. He was on that road and on that journey. When you're in a situation where one person is celibate and one person doesn't want to be celibate, the person that's not celibate or doesn't want to be celibate is always going to be the person that's tempting you as a celibate person to want to have sex. And even as a celibate person, in your moments of weakness, you do have moments of weakness, you do have moments when you are horny.
Let's play a little game just between you and I.
Being with someone who's only going to fuel that fire, only going to encourage you to do something, is not the best situation to be in. It really does help when both of you are on the same page. You can encourage each other, you can put certain boundaries in place in order to stop each other from falling into temptation or creating opportunities for you guys to fall into temptation.
I'll be the one instigating everything.
The mind is such a powerful thing. When you make up your mind that you don't want to do something, it's so crazy how your body actually adjusts to what you've made your mind up about. You literally have so much more control over your body. Once you make up your mind about something and stick to it, although it might be difficult at first to adjust or to get your body in alignment, eventually as time goes on and when you stick to it, you literally train your body to not want it anymore. And that's one thing I've definitely found with my journey of being celibate for 14 years. Someone that went from having sex to not having sex and literally going cold turkey. After a while, your body just gets used to the fact that you don't need to have sex every single day. It no longer becomes a craving where you feel like, oh, I need to get my fix to bust a nut. I need a dick appointment. I can't function without it. Your body just adjusts and you just realize that you're actually okay if you don't have sex. It's not a necessity and it's not important for survival. Period. There's so many things that happen leading up to you having sex with someone. there's always a thought process that takes place before the action actually takes place. Once you are able to nip the thought process in the bud, the actions won't be able to follow. And so it's just being able to put certain things in place so that when that temptation comes or that horniness comes, you're able to distract your mind, able to pray, talk to God about it to help you to overcome those thoughts that could then lead to actions.
The clown comes back to bite.
But yeah, I hope that has helped some of you guys. If you do have any more questions or if you want to ask me something that's very specific to your situation, feel free to also DM me on Instagram and I will definitely get back to you. It may take a while, but I'll get back to you, okay? I'm gonna put a video in the description box from a guy called Nehi. He did a video on overcoming lust, temptation, and I thought it was a really good video. He made some really good points I think will be helpful to you guys. For those of you who need help in that area, check out the description box for that link to that video. Make sure you also follow me on Instagram because I'm gonna be starting some giveaways this week if I haven't already started it by the time this video goes up. But yeah, check out my Instagram and make sure that you're following in order to take part. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn your notifications on, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.
Righteous on the beat.